Hello, everyone. Welcome to Formula One. Ooh, Ford was qualifying. Smarty pants, Ford was. You sneaky bugger. Yeah, Forge was qualifying on the harder tire, which is good. Actually, that's the soft tire. It's called soft, but it's harder than the Hyper Ultra. I don't know the names. It's tires in Formula One. I don't understand. I mean, I don't understand, but I don't understand why they came up with the names and the names they. It's just. It is mildly infuriating. So, yellow is harder than pink, which is, I think, the ones we're using for the start of the race, which is going to be a problem because I really like the yellows in this track. They're really good, and I don't know. Ooh, well, yeah, that's my that's my strategy. I don't. It's going to be a two-stop race anyway, so there's really no question here. I don't know how to see the weather though, and I need to go to the bathroom, which I'm not gonna go obviously because I don't know how to see the weather. It's also the start of the race. You know how it is when you're. If you have ever raced in your life, in real life, like in person, then you know that at the beginning of the beginning of the race, you always need to go to the bathroom. I did that in cycling. I was a cyclist for a few years, and that's how that was. And then you started racing, especially with exercise, and it just went away. So it's going to be a long race, of course. Oh well, it's a half race. It's still pretty long. That was a bad start. Ripaka is overtaking me. Wipaka is taking to the inside. Wipaka is probably having lag issues here. I get the blame there, but that's fine. Let's bring that down. I didn't pay attention to fuel. I should have. So I'm really heavy at the beginning of the race. That was me trying to slow down the car. Got Nihon behind me. Cars are really heavy right now, so we need to be mindful of that. Seems like Wipaka is having troubles with his rear. So yeah, that's what I was sort of was expecting. I'm gonna overtake him or try to anyway. Yeah, he seems to have. Seems to be having issues with his rear. So I'm gonna give it the beans. That sounds good to me. That's too late to brake. Oh, and even then, I got... This is good, though, because I didn't break anything in my car, and they did. Because that is a hefty impact just then. So their front wings are gonna suffer. I know. The first stint is mostly just keeping up with them at the front. Which in here is in the... Burb is already off to lead. My god, Burb. Can it be worse? Be worse? Slower? So you saw that purple bar at the top right corner. That was me setting a purple sector, which is the fastest sector, or fastest time through the first sector, which was the purple sector that I set. Not for me, because that's the green color, if it's for me, but for everybody. So that's sort of good. I'm braking too late there. Then again, I am slow, so because the car is heavy, so I'm not as fast as I would be in qualifying. Let's see what I can do over here. And I think we're gonna settle on the normal ERS strategy that I run, which is medium for everything except for this stretch. Indy is having trouble defending against Gorgon over there. That's gonna be good for me. If I can catch up to them, of course.
DRS is now enabled. Will be available to use when you are within 1 second of the car ahead in the DRS zone.
And the reason why it's going to be good for me is because they're slowing down. They're not taking the best lines and all this sort of stuff through the corners. Then again, neither am I. Still coming to grips with the weight of the car right now. That is mostly making sure that Burb will just go on to do his own race at the front. Indy's having trouble. You just see him go out of the track. This is good. They're definitely fighting. This is a very good place for them to fight. The over-under there. Okay. Yep. Okay, let them fight. There's no reason to mess. They're also going... Oh. Oh, that was good. They were also going at full speed, because Indy's probably trying to keep Gorgon behind using his fuel, which might mean that Gorgon is also...
This lap, give us the best in lap you can.
Is maybe not necessarily using his fuel to try and overtake. I almost forgot to brake for this section over here. Okay. So we're gonna have an in lap over here.
We're 3 laps over target on fuel. Let's
I know.
start burning it off, please.
Well, it's not my fault, is it? Just didn't pay attention to it. You were the one who came up with this idea of bringing so much fuel, Jeff. It's gonna be good though. We're mostly paying the price at the beginning. So I should pit 1 lap earlier than them. Which is good. Let's see. Do I got DRS?
Pit in this lap.
I know, Jeff.
Remember the speed
Shut up.
limit. We'll be penalized if we exceed it.
I know.
Keep that in mind as you approach.
Okay. Oh, Gorgon having trouble there. I think he spun. Oh, sorry. We're both pitting. Okay, Indy might have changed his strategy, but the undercut is tremendous. That's interesting. I'm not gonna be held up.
Go now.
I bet I have a pit assist, and I'm pretty sure it's faster without it.
Only 1 stop to go.
See where
One
we
stop
are.
left in this strategy.
We're on cold tires where we are. I went down to first gear right there, I think. Who's behind me? That's Wolf. Okay. Should be faster than he is on pure pace here. And by pace, I mean skill. How do you tell that? Because like in real Formula 1, you can say, oh, he's faster right now on pure pace, and then you think, oh, the car is working better, or the tires are better, or whatever. But we all have the same car here, basically. It's all the same performance. So it's just that, I'm faster. So it is pace. Okay. So what I'm trying to do is to lose as little time as possible to Gorgon. because he's gonna be very fast. Anyway, because I'm pretty sure he was slowing down behind Indy. Because in one thing is qualifying pace, another thing is race pace. That was bad, but it worked. Exceeded track limits, that's fine. You see Gorgon coming out of the pits. Yeah, he's just very fast. Which means he's gonna be riding on top of Indy in the next lap. Maybe not this one. Now we have a little bit of a dilemma here. Do I want to try and overtake him because he's on cold tires right now? Might be a good target. Or do I want to let him go and not really push it?
Behind is 7.6 seconds.
That's what I meant to place in regards to Wolfhard right there. Yeah, Gorgon is having grip issues because tires. And if I can overtake Indy, basically I'm betting here that Gorgon's gonna be able to catch up to Indy and overtake him. And if I am right behind Gorgon, I will be able to use that to my advantage. He's not in DRS. Gorgon isn't. And I got my cable of the headphones messing me up right now, but I'll be okay. Must not forget about DRS. There we go. Okay, put it away now. Gorgon is having issues with lag. Did you see that? That X. That means he was being controlled by AI. I hope everything is alright. He did have problems last race. And he might still be having problems this day. Today. He's in Russia, I think. And Indy's in the east coast of the US. I think I lost him. For DRS, I mean. So one of the reasons why I like these tires is that they don't overheat too much on the front left, which is the tire that's most punished by this track. There's a lot of very long right-handers. At least punished by my setup and driving style. Hiccups. Always hiccups.
Yellow flag.
Okay, I got a yellow flag. That's nothing. That is easy. Either, yeah, I would say not disqualified, probably crashed or something. Need to be very careful with this corner over here, because I've lost a lot of time through it already. I shouldn't have put the engine mode before. Braked a little bit too late there. I'm really trying to get up to him for DRS, but it's tricky. It's very tricky. I'm gonna have a little bit of an advantage with the engine mode that I'm running, but I don't know if he's running the same. man. He outbraked himself, and I lifted off the pedal, sort of in response. Because I thought the apex. That's the thing of running behind another car. You sort of judge your own apexes based on what the other car or the car in front is doing. So if they're going a little bit further, you sort of think you're correct, and that's why sometimes people go off one right after the other, because the car behind is following the lead of the car in front quite literally. Okay, that's a pretty good apex right there. Let's try and hook these two corners here. Don't shift down, or up I should say. That's the one. Scrub the speed. And here you brake. I can brake a little bit later, but on that left-hander. But if I it's so knife edge right there. If I brake ever so slightly too late, that was a lot of time. This is definitely not the ideal line through there, but it works. So one thing that's maybe keeping me back from Gorgon up ahead, or maybe it's just my skill that's keeping me back, is the wake of the car, the air force, the air down, air force, the air, the downforce. The wake of the air makes it so that I lose grip when I'm behind another car. That's just the nature of physics, really. And some cars, of course, are affected by that more than others.
The gap behind us is 21.7 seconds.
Formula 1 cars are very much affected by that. And some tracks are worse than others. Usually it's like a second and a half, and you start to feel it. I don't think we're racing well enough that we can feel it at all, or I can feel it anyway. But I was really giving it my all behind him, and I wasn't closing up. Now I am a little bit. My line through that last corner is bad for DRS detection, and generally bad. I put the wheels on the curb, and the rear stepped out. Let's see how far away I am. I was 1.2, probably 1.5. Yep, 1.5. There's somebody in the pits there. I think that's Forge pitting for the first time. It could be pitting for the only time. That was a terrible corner, by the way. If he's going... Yeah, he's pitting for the only time. You can see...
The car in front is 1.6 seconds.
You can see his tires are white, which means they're the hard tires, I want to say. Not really sure. What do they call it? They're the hardest tires that we have for this weekend, though. So he's doing a one-stopper. Which is a smart idea. But he's going to be losing a lot of time on those tires. So what I'm going to want to do is keep an eye on his times in relation to me to make sure I can clear him. But then again, we're so close to Gorgon in here that if I can't clear him, Gorgon probably won't either. So Gorgon would be trying to go for a P4. Speaking of which, we're in fifth. Man, what race is going on at the front? Is it people who? Oh, yep. I outbraked myself. That worked. But I'm just definitely falling back from Gorgon. Which is no shame. I'll try one race. I'll race with a racing line that tells me where to go and all that sort of stuff. It's basically an aid that the game has. If you watched any of their movies or of their videos, you're gonna be able to see them race with that. It's very, very helpful. So for one of the races this year, I'll do that and see how competitive I've become. Especially against Indy, I would say. Okay, I'm leaving Forge behind for sure. Which is good, because I need to be gaining time constantly from now until the end of the race. I also need to start measuring that braking point right there. And we have somebody else in the pits. It's not anybody that was ahead of me. I really need to start looking at Forge. There's a way to do that that's better than paying attention to the times, though. I'll do it. I'll do it in a little bit. There it is, okay.
Okay, the gap behind is 8.5 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are 2 laps old. The time last lap was a 1 minute 36.9.
That's the information I wanted, 136.9. Which means I need to be lapping 135.9 to have a decent chance of not having to worry.
We're approaching the pit
Yeah,
window. You'll be on the softs.
I'm running their times. So that's pretty bad. And it was the mediums. I swear they never race the hard ones. It's so stupid. It's really stupid. Because they all... The hard ones are... They just last forever. And all the tracks. And they don't change the names of the tires. So there's... It's just... Yeah. Doesn't make any sense. And even the mediums, they don't rarely race with them either. Like, they bring them onto the tracks, but they don't race with them. They're not fast enough. Unless they're doing... special strategies like that.
The gap to the car ahead is 3.5 seconds.
Thank you, Jeff, for the demoralizing news. Not really. I'm keeping up with him.
Our gap behind is
Let's see what time he did
8.6
this time.
seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are 3 laps old. The time last lap was a 1:37.8.
So that was a faster lap. Then do you see Gorgon right on top of Indy? Oh, also on outside of the track. There's another car. That's Sealant. He pitted. Oh, I have a lot to worry about ahead of me. Forge is not the problem. Or hopefully it isn't. Sealant is. He has a pit stop on me.
Quick word on the tyres. They look okay for now, but we can see the wear. If you can't feel it already, then you'll certainly start too soon. Just be careful.
Okay, I can't... Like, if I pitted now for the softest tires, it wouldn't really be that helpful. Like, if I change the tires that I'm gonna use, and I'm losing time now, because that's when Jeff says that information is when the tires sort of go into their second stage of speed. My hope is that Sealant somehow slows down Forge, or they fight each other right on top of each other, so... Yeah, I don't really see I don't see them fighting, but Gorgon is definitely fighting ahead with Indy, and that should have happened a long time ago already. Yeah, that's my Achilles heel. How much time did I lose? 2 seconds? No, that wasn't too bad.
Let's box this lap.
That's Gorgon? I think so. If it's lag that made him lose the car. Yeah, that's the Gorgon. Oh, I'm up to second. That's because of the late stoppers. I wonder if he's gonna pit for new tires, though. Yeah, I could try and go for the softest tire here. Change the pit strategy. I think that might be a good idea, but I'll need to look at what tire I have.
Box now, please. Box this lap.
Yeah, you shut up. What kind of grip I have still left, percentage-wise. Yeah, that's too much. 2 more laps and they'll be like all destroyed. Okay, I need to make it sure he loses time here. Because if he overtakes me, then I lose more time than he does. Okay. We have Indy pitting ahead of me. I'm gonna hold him up. Oh, I'm not gonna hold him up. That was almost there. He must have been like biting his nails. Okay, what do we have? We don't have that much.
Go, go, go.
We don't have that much fuel, and we are as expected
Look after
behind
these tyres
Sealant
now.
and behind
Wanna
Forge.
finish the race on this compound.
So it's gonna be the race now. I shouldn't have trouble overtaking them, because this track is not too bad for overtaking. But if I can't catch up to them, I won't be able to overtake them. And also I have Indy messing them up and all that, so that's good. This will also be
Fuel is looking really good. You're managing it well.
a race against Gorgon here. Sure, I pit early, but if he's faster than me in this whole pit sequence, that's the word, I think, pit sequence, then it doesn't really matter, does it? Meanwhile, Burb is just absolutely devastating the competition. And by competition, I mean us. Gorgon is coming out of the pits. I think I might have him. I will have him because his tires are cold and I am on the inside for this corner. But does that matter?
Nice work, that brings you up a place.
I'm ruining his race.
Gap to car in front is 5.6 seconds.
5 seconds on Indy. He lost a lot of time. And that's why I say I'm ruining his race. Because if he's gonna finish ahead of me, that is, if he's gonna overtake me anyway, then he's never gonna catch Indy, because I just took his place. That said, it's his job to be faster than me, so I don't care. Ooh, that, yeah, I don't know what time we have on him, but that is a distance. That is a distance right there. Also don't know his setup. He might have lower downforce. I don't think we're too different. Let's see what time we have on him. Oh, just outside the DRS zone. That doesn't mean he didn't have DRS. But now that his tires are one lap old, they might be a little bit warmer. That's the proper exit of that corner right there. I mean, I'm running fast laps. Oh, no, I'm not. GG. Okay. Yeah, I was really trying. I was really pushing then. So I should have DRS here. Which might be good to have DRS to be behind him, because he's a lot faster. Oh, I'm gonna not crash. Lovely. Look at him. You see the cross again? Oh yeah, he's having trouble. It's fine. I know we overtook somebody. Oh, I think I know what that is. That's hang-ups. You just had a hang-up then. We didn't overtake anybody that we have to worry about. He just pushes it through there. It's incredible. If I put the car out there, I just spin. Because I also am constantly on the throttle. Okay, it's very important to take a shallow entry there. So I get as high of a chance as possible for DRS here. Good, good, good. So I'm gonna need to overtake him. Not need to overtake him, but like we're racing for position right now. And I don't think he's gonna overtake anybody up ahead. The one stoppers here did the job though. That was a good race. Oh, that was stupid. Always too early of an entry there. I don't have that corner down. I should have that corner down, but... Let's try and catch up to him proper. It's good enough. I also don't know what he's doing in terms of his own ERS and fuel. Could have a lot in reserve. He plays it very differently from me. He goes from wide swings. He's having hang-ups again. I think that's what those mean. And you can tell he's a lot closer to me right now. And though that will make him tremendously angry, I will capitalize on it. It won't make him angry that I capitalize on it. It make the hang-ups make him angry. And we're going for it. He's harvesting. You see that? That red light at his back. Oh no! Oh, I didn't mean to click that.
Battery charge is low. If we turn down the ERS deployment, we can harvest more energy.
I wonder what he saw on his side. Generally good job on the one stoppers though. Not only did they pull it off, because you need to pull it off, but they thought of it. Okay, we need to be faster here. I'm just gonna run
We're not going to be able to run in this engine mode much longer.
this
We're about
engine
to
mode
lap
a
over
lot
target.
more.
Drop down to mix too soon.
Come on, give me something here. Okay. I don't know if he's harvesting there. I would assume he is.
There's 5 laps of fuel remaining. Okay, gap to leader, 18.5 seconds. E gap to the car seconds.
Did you see him leave space? That was very clean. He's always so clean, even though on his side, I mean, he's very clean. But it's tricky for him because he's maybe not for me because I'm kind of close to him. But against Indy, it's Indy's car is all over the place. That was bad. You missed that corner. Give me something here. Come on. Yeah, he's either doing it on purpose to be very fast on that corner right there. Missed it. I thought he did, but it might have been lag. I didn't. I was trying to do. Well, you saw what I was trying to do. But I couldn't pull it off. Oh, come on. Oh, that's really bad. Don't know if I lost much time there. I think I did. Yeah, I lost this trail, I think. Let's see if I still have DRS. There is nobody ahead of us.
Okay, the incident has been cleared. Let's get back up to racing speed.
Yep. That's a shame. I mean, it was a good fight.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
I know. Somebody speeding? That's curious. Nobody ahead of us, though. So one thing Gorgon was doing, and was doing very well, was making sure he was being fast where it mattered. He might have overused his fuel, though. That's my only hope right now. Because I was being careful. I also packed a lot more fuel, for starters, but I was being careful. About not having to brake too much. That's usually the secret to not use fuel. I don't think I have DRS here. That's nothing for me. There's no catching them at the front.
The gap behind us is 50.9 seconds.
50. Well, I couldn't have finished any higher than this, though, with the strategy I was given. I messed up a couple of times, but... I mean, I could have finished ahead of Gorgon here, but he also messed up a couple of times. So this is what's known as a fair result, I would say. We're 2 laps from the end. I never spun though. I haven't spun this season yet, which honestly is a bigger proof of my improvement over last year than anything else. I have been practicing in my spare time. Oh, speaking of spinning.
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining.
And yeah. That's Wipaka. Hey Wipaka, how's it going? You wanna go? You shouldn't go. Why are you doing this? Immediately spun. Those curves are really dangerous. Also, tire temperatures seem fairly okay.
Final lap of the race.
Yeah, I know. So it's important not to spin, of course, because the spinning is where you lose at least 10 seconds. I lost probably like 5 or something. And if Gorgon spins, I overtake him. Even now. Oh, and by the way, I don't know. Yeah, the first in the first race of the season in Australia, Indy spun right in front of me at the beginning. He didn't actually spin; he just lost the back and went into the gravel. That's why he managed to almost catch me at the end of the race with a one-stopper. I did a one-stopper as well, but this track is not Australia. So I'm just cruising it home right now. Burb gets the win.
Okay, the gap behind is 47.6
Lost 3 seconds. Literally lost 3 seconds. I'm not even paying attention to where I'm going. Just touch those curves and the car just whee. And here we are. Our worst result of the season, but maybe the best race. I don't know. I hope you enjoyed it. It was fun. Burb wins with 10 seconds ahead of Sealand. Good job. Forge was right behind Sealand, so yeah. Indy, Indy must have been Indy. You go and watch his race, because that is where the meat is at. Yeah, Gorgon almost caught them as well. Yeah, it would be foolish of me to think that I could have, even without mistakes, could have been up there on a 2-stopper. Yeah. Yon is now finishing. I should change the camera. Wait, that's not how it works. This is how it works. Oh, and it's the end of the race. I really like the Red Bull car. It's so pretty. And Burb is again in first, as always. Alfa Romeo's second and third. That's not. I'm not. Sealand is pretty good. I don't know. Sealand might win or might get up there more often. So let's look at the results and the standings. We can look at the standings here. He just left the session. He's not having any of us. Yeah, DNF for easy. Wolfhard 3 laps down. Standings here. Gorgon overtakes me with same points though, but he finished higher. I think he has a second place. And that's gonna be that for today. Thank you so much for joining me. And I will see you next weekend for I actually don't remember the name of where it is. Is it Baku? I don't know. Anyway, see ya.